Oh my god, her voice. Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Berry. Today we are reacting to Blackpink's new music video that just dropped 2 hours ago. Go. I'm assuming you already know that if you're here. Um, I anticipate that there will be a few new viewers, so just a little bit of housekeeping. First of all, normally this channel is for me to react to K-pop groups that I'm not familiar with, but I am a Blink through and through. I've seen Blackpink, I think, 3 or 4 times in concert. I've done sound check. I've done it all. I even have, I'm not even gonna reach, but I have literally Jisoo's vinyl over there, and Rose's vinyl, and Jennie's vinyl, and I have all 4 of their vinyls. So, like, I'm not a casual fan, is my point. But despite the channel being for newer groups, I couldn't deny myself a Blackpink comeback. So here we are. We have to cherish them when we get them. Do you hear that, YG? Anyway, further housekeeping. I don't know if any of you care, but I'm in the process of moving very slowly and arduously right now. So I apologize if the chaos is overwhelming to you as well. I'll try to keep the vibes centered and gathered here. And lastly, I don't do fan wars. So if you're new here and you want to pop off about certain rival groups and be embarrassing in the comments, I would urge you to think twice. I don't engage with fan wars. I think it's a sign of low intelligence. I find it embarrassing psychologically, anthropologically, sociologically. Like, from every angle, it's just embarrassing behavior. So don't do it here. If you want to commit, energy to that in your life, that's fine theoretically, but I'm not interested is the point. So keep the comments constructive and excited. That's the main thing we're here for. So if you're someone who generally likes reactions that are just here for the escapism and the vibes and the artistry, then maybe you would like some of my other reactions. So please go have a look if you're interested, and I would appreciate it if you would subscribe. If not, like the video at minimum. I need that. It helps. So let's go. I'm ready. Let's go. Ooh, she's dropping puns. Go. Oh, okay, we're in the water. Oh. Oh my god, her voice. We got a singing Lisa. We love that. Oh my god, this makeup. This build-up already is so interesting. Oh, my bias. Queen Jisoo, Chichu. Oh, I love this. It's so dialed back. Hey! Ooh, that is some distortion on the bass. Holy shit. Ooh. Oh my god, they look amazing, so mature, so high fashion. We got both rapping Lisa and rapping Jennie. Oh my god, Jisoo's voice! Oh my god. Yes. So synth heavy. It's fascinating. And like, some of these edits are reminding me a little bit of Jump, like being in their bodies. Jisoo. Okay, I'm seeing the theme of like pressure. There's like literal scientific pressure. Ooh. Oh. Sorry. But Jennie doing the bridge instead of Rosie is fascinating. Okay, both of them are doing it. It's like a bridge pre-chorus. I love the choice putting them two together. Gorgeous. delayed drop. Oh, a very satisfying choice. This is so different. Blackpink, Blackpink, Black. What is going on? Got it. That's the end? What? What? Okay, also that font, I love. It reminds me of Gaga's Chromatica font. Okay, so my cat is here, so please excuse me. I might need to do a second watch through because I'm having a hard time kind of taking all of that in. Also, this is my first time ever reacting to a Blackpink comeback. So normally I kind of have time to just sit with it on my own before making any commentary. First of all, I loved the video. I think as I said during the reaction, it was so clean, so dialed back compared to what we're used to, which I think is a really, really fitting creative choice. I think it goes along with, kind of the age that they are now, late 20s, approaching 30, and just like the level of maturity. Like all four of them, I could go on literally for hours about how much they've all been through, and even the things that we haven't seen them go through up front, but like they've hinted at in their music, for example. Um, that kind of earned maturity, I think, was really portrayed well in the choices in this video. I loved that also there was like this intentional unity. Like I don't remember what the shot was, but it was them like all gripping the bar or the oars or whatever they were. I was I can't really quantify what I was seeing. And even that, right, to kind of make that choice amidst all of these, perpetual rumors of when it's going to be their last, when last whatever, right, whether that be tour, album, music video, last as a group versus solo work. So I really like the intentional imagery that they seemed to kind of weave throughout of just like them, as a unit, right? Because I think I'm not going to spend this whole video just surmising about Blackpink's future, but I think what a lot of people don't accept is that there are ways to end things without meaning that there was drama or ill will or that everyone hated each other or that someone was scammed or that someone is going rogue. Like sometimes we need to understand that there's a million other reasons that something can end. And a lot of times with music, if you have the choice to end something on your own terms, you should probably take it because that's the most graceful way to kind of move into your next chapter. So I'm not saying that's what's happening here. I'm just saying I like that they kind of addressed that in an artistic way. Um Also, as I reacted initially, the makeup, gorgeous, again, dialed back, more like again, higher end editorial idol makeup, not so much the typical stage or music video makeup that you would see. So that's really cool choice. Yeah, I liked almost that. I'm gonna watch it through again, but I almost like that this one didn't seem to have quite as much as like a theme or a story. Like I think about, for example, like Kill This Love, right? You have all of this imagery of like hearts and death and killing something and the giant trap and the dance, even the choreo, right? It's not expected, but it's more narrative, I think is the word. Whereas in this, I wasn't really picking up on that. Like they weren't playing characters like they are in most of their older videos. So that was really, really cool choice also. The song itself. Sorry if you don't like honest reactors, but this is what this channel is about. Um Similarly to Jump, I think it's just gonna have to grow on me. But in terms of like, would I listen to this on a regular basis? Now, that's a different thing than do I appreciate it? Because do I appreciate it? Yes. Everything I was reacting to as I was hearing it, that's actually how I felt. Like that initial distorted bass was so unexpected to me. Not that I wouldn't expect to hear that in a Blackpink song, but usually it would be buried. I don't know who produced this. I don't know if this is we're still in the Teddy Park train. Um, but having that distorted bass at the beginning so standalone was really surprising to me. That's why I reacted so like, what is that? Um, Still the typical formula of a Blackpink song and many other K-pop songs where they switch up maybe tempos and also like sounds and genres within one song, but it wasn't so abrupt in this one, which again is a really interesting choice. I think they're trying to show that the DNA of Blackpink still reigns strong even if they break their own formula, right? And I think they also did the same thing with Jump. That was the intention. Again, also in this, like styling wise, not as much black and pink motifs, so it's really a choice sonically and visually. um Even the directing style, this wasn't very choreo heavy at all. The directing style was very focused on like movement and transition and beauty. But anyway, back to the song. um yeah, I think I need to hear it again. I do like the lyrics though, like the way, what was the phrase, Blackpink will make you go, right? But that pause between the two phrases was really interesting. And I don't know. It's a cool way to use suspense in songwriting. Um, it didn't have a strong melody for me, which I think is why I'm struggling with it a little bit. But those two, okay, the rap verses, I need to go back and hear the rhymages and the schemages and all of that. But as I said, I always love when we get both rapper Lisa and rapper Jenny in one song. Um, Not that that's like rare, but you never know what you're gonna get with them these days. Um, so I love that always. And as I said, the mix up of Jenny doing this dialed back bridge, which I'm not even sure is a bridge or if it's just like a newly introduced pre chorus, or I don't know. I might have missed it. But that was angelic to me. Because for me, I've said this like personally, I don't think I've ever mentioned it on the channel, but Jenny's solo album is one of the best full albums I've heard in years. And I was lucky enough to go to her showcase the night the album dropped. I was at the listening event just down the street, actually, and I got to see her perform the whole album. So even before I knew the songs, I fell in love with it because I loved her performance. And to me, the vocals that she used on this song and this music video are very reminiscent of what you're hearing on her solo album. And I like that version of Jenny's voice a lot. I think it shows progress. I think it shows better vocal control than when she first debuted. Not that she's ever been a bad singer at all, but I think especially when it comes to live performance and finding the sweet spots between her head voice and her chest voice and like going full, like all of these possibilities that we have with textures of our voice. Because again, for those of you who are new here, I didn't explain this, but I am a singer songwriter and producer, so I care about stuff like this. But whoever vocally directed her on this track made a gorgeous choice. Like that wherever that sits in her voice, this kind of, I can't even imitate it because my voice is so different from hers. um but that's one of my favorite vocal tones that we hear from Jenny. And at first, when I first heard it, I didn't even recognize that it was her because we don't usually hear her sing like this in Blackpink songs. And then as I'm yapping about her being the bridge and not Rosie, Rosie actually comes in and is the fucking cherry on top. Because usually, if you pay attention to the structures of Blackpink songs, Rosie and Jenny are not consecutive, at least in the same section of the song, right? Maybe you'll have Rosie finish a bridge or a chorus, and then Jenny might be the rapping verse or the next singing verse. But usually they're not together singing in the. Usually Jisoo and Rosie are paired together, and then Lisa and Jenny are paired. Obviously, there's exceptions, but again, I've been a Blink for a long time, guys. I've been paying attention to this stuff. I've always enjoyed Teddy Park's production, and again, I don't know if he did this, but my point is, I paid attention to a lot of these things. So I think that was my body literally viscerally reacting to something different. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna watch it again, and then I'm probably gonna watch it again off camera. Boop. Okay, yeah. So their oars, are they in like the arc? Is that the point? Also, this tone for Rosie, that slight vocal fry at the end, gorgeous. This is outfit too of on Lisa. And I love singing Lisa. Like, I love to see her challenge herself. Like, these synths are weird to me. They're slightly, I feel like they're slightly off tempo. Look at that. I love that. Okay, yes, they're rowing, confirmed. Yeah, the pause in between yeah and go, I love that. The suspense. Now this 808, like based 808, that I expect. That's a very typical Blackpink sound. But that first bass, also full chest power Jisoo is one of my favorites. The pink in this video is so subtle though. It's so much darker than usual. It's more like gray and pink. Gray and peach. Very cool speed ramp of Rosie and head flip. Yeah, it's like a little sci-fi, scientific pop art. They look so good. Ooh. She looks so good too, oh my god. That's a trippy, I didn't even notice that before. I thought she was just moist. And to have them match their tonality is brilliant. You don't even notice that it changes to Rosie unless you're watching. They're the fucking best, guys. Sorry, I'm getting goosebumps this time. Oh, that again, the timing of that drop is wild. It's not like clean and expected. That, like those shots of that unity, I just love. Who did that? Ooh, yeah, ooh. Oh, the mixing is delectable. I love this. Cool way to end the song, right? So yeah, I think I will, like I said, it'll grow on me probably pretty quickly. Today's Thursday, right? So probably by like Wednesday of next week, I'll be listening to this on a daily basis. Especially though, again, that bridge with Jenny and Rosie, definitely my favorite part of the song. I like the outro. I wasn't really paying attention to that the first time. That chanting, love that. Yeah, this video is beautiful. Of course, I'll always be nostalgic for like typical Blackpink formula of music videos, but as I said, I think this is a great direction for them for this chapter of their lives as individuals and as idols. Um, I don't know where they are like year wise in their latest contract with YG, so that's something I should probably look at. um, but you know, having finished a world tour and then dropping this mini album, it's very hard to know what comes next, right? But if this is any indication of the tone that they're setting, I'm all here for it. I think it's a great collection of choices. So yeah, I'm really proud of them. I'm really glad that I liked it because I was worried. Because honestly, guys, I didn't have a reaction channel when Jump came out, and if I did, you guys would have hated me because I was an emotional wreck when I first watched the video. I was just so confused. And then a couple weeks later, I guess weeks, months, I saw them in concert and they performed it on stage, and I was like, "This is the best song ever!" Because in live, especially, it's so good. But anyway, I think that's all I have for today. I just need to digest this and go watch it again myself. Maybe tomorrow. Need a little time to process that. Also, I'm very tired. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, especially if you're new here, taking a chance on my channel, especially if you made it to this point in the video. You're very excellent. That is good for your karma, okay? And the very excellent activities you are participating in. And I think with that, we just have to go for a nice annyeong.